CNS Living, where we're at the cabin at the Grand Oak Grange.
On this visit, we have several goals we want to accomplish. We want to get some stone up around the cabin here so we can keep the mud out of the cabin and off the deck. I would love to get this countertop attached, and then some telephone poles that I want to stake and put down below the hill there so we can level it off, because it's really hard to go around this with anything. And around the back here, I want some more stone there underneath the back porch and down to the shed. And then I need to finish wrapping the rest of this shed here and get that completely enclosed. So hopefully we'll sit out. We got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Inside, I just want to replace a dresser below the medicine cabinet. And I rented this machine for the weekend to help me accomplish those goals. So join me and let's get to work. Well, let's take a break from all that. Let's look at some of the other things that we accomplished this weekend. I did get 2 more walls up on the shed. Still, I need some trim work yet, but it's a step closer.
So what we have here is somewhat of a retaining wall. These are recycling some bad telephone poles. It seems to work. It's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy, but I gotta get another couple stakes in there.
And as a bonus, I got help with the fence post.
He did a ditch witch so he could put some parts on it, and he dug holes. This was all mud, and now it's the right kind of rock. Goes all the way up there, and then down, dog, down over here, clear to the back, all the way down to the bottom, which was once mud. I think it goes back around here to the deck, back to the deck. Yep, boom, all the way. No more mud. Yay!
I was able to get some posts in this corner also. This by no means is straight, but we think with the 6-inch fence post that it will make it much more rigid. You know, it was dark by 5:30, so this is what the lights look like on the cabin in the evening.
It was 15 degrees last night. Electric heater kept it about 71 for us in the cabin. Pretty comfortable. On this visit, unfortunately, we have no water, so we're going to go retroactive to how we used to deal when we stayed here without water. Great thing about it, if there is a good thing about it, is we've already did that. That's how we started this. Usually we have running water. We capture water here and use it. This is our house, but when you get 15-degree temps, you're going to have frozen water. Everything, all of our water catchments system froze. So we'll see.
Hey, why don't you come on down to the wellheads with me? Well, it's Saturday morning sometime, and I wanted to have a fire tonight, so I'm heading on down to the wellheads where logging took place in 23, and there's a bunch of logs down there. I just need cut up and picked up and hauled up there.
I mean, geez, it's so big just having equipment. And there's some hollowed out ones. Yep, definitely. All right, so what I'm doing right now is, this is down by the wellheads. So this is me documenting cleanup and how I'm thinking about this, right? This is, they are doing some firewood over here. And all this. So, but we're gonna pick up all this small stuff so that I can get somewhat of a fire going. All these little stuff I'll clean up. Clean up as you go.
Okay, now that I have some wood in the wagon, I always like to take the lower to the left trail back to the cabin just to check it out and clean up it along the way.
Alright, so I cleared that up. So got that. It's like an inch and a half. That ice is thick. Huh? Okay. Well, let's continue on back to the cabin. Always try to pick up stuff, especially when you're looking for firewood anyway. Alright, gotta make this bend and then we go down. Yeah.
This is the main trail, but there's several that come off, drop down and go northwest and down into the valleys even further. When I'm riding these trails, I always try to look for the little bumps in the trail to kind of smash it down. And the more I do the trails, the more confident I get when I feel pretty good about carrying a wagon full of wood along these trails, at least with my four-wheelers.
More wood to pick up. And is that Napoleon?
That's Shadow.
Oh, how do you know? So, yeah.
Shadow has more white.
So, who's on the left?
Sammy.
Sammy. Her brother's Shadow.
Sassy Summer Princess.
Sassy Summer Princess. She was born she's what, 6 months old? And they're Sassy. Mama. And Napoleon, he's way over there somewhere with the pole probably. Want to go in here and zoom out? Where we at? Oh, look at that one.
Little poopy bottle.
Oh, okay. So she was born yesterday. All right, we're gonna call you Go Chi. Go Chi. Welcome to the world, Go Chi. I know you're scared. That's okay. All right. So this spring we cleaned this out, right?
I even sanitized and got the dresser installed. All right, well, let me show you how I graded out this driveway so it looked halfway decent. And what would a project at the cabin be without some drone coverage? So here's the same thing. I'm just grading the driveway a couple times. You know, those implements for a tractor, 3-point, would have worked perfect on this, but until we get that equipment, this is what we're going to have to do. Here's some pictures Miss Cheryl took this weekend. You know, overall, it was a very productive weekend. Had some good weather, had some warm weather, had some cold weather. Got to interact with Corey a little bit, talk about some plans for the future. We'll be back in a month or two to finish the projects we started. I got a whole list I got to go through and prep for the next visit. Thanks for watching. Oh, and we got lucky. Midday Saturday, we got about 13 to 15 gallons of water out of one of our drum on the front porch. And once you got running water, we can use the toilet. So everything ended up just great.
Close it out.
December 2024, we're looking to leave. We got a lot done. Very productive weekend. Heading home, but before we go, we always say a prayer to protect us for traveling mercies. Thanks.